Everybody, welcome. I am Emily Aarons, and today we are going to be talking about the possibility that your energy might be blocking your business success. If you are brand new here, please say hello. Let me know that you're new. Folks who've been around for a while, I'm happy to have you all back. Every single Thursday, I do a live stream of some variety where I do channeling. We have talks about your energy and how it can help you as a high achiever, as a business leader, as a CEO, and how we can get you into alignment really fast. Today's live stream is really for you if you are sensing there's some blockage and you don't really know how to address it. If you don't know if you're blocked, I will put in the link in the comments section, but also in the link below, which is my free quiz. It's emilyarons.com/quiz. You can take the quiz. It can tell you where you're blocked, but that's just like the scratching the surface part of it. If you have already taken the quiz, so this is also good to know. This is only for subscribers to leave comments today. I've never done this before. If you are new here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and I'll be happy to do some live channeling. If you already know where you're blocked, I'll go deeper and to share a deeper message for you about that block, but just make sure that you are subscribed so that you can get messages. I don't know if it's completely turned off and it's only subscribers. Oh yeah, it says subscribers you have to be subscribed for a minute or longer to send a message. So here we go. Hi. So let's talk about chakras for a moment. I've been doing energy healing professionally for 25 years. And that means that I've worked on a lot of people, both in person in my brick and mortar business, as well as online in my online business. Now, I've been online for about 9 years, which I can't even believe I'm saying that. And I get to work with people one-on-one virtually, as well as in large groups. And what I have seen are some real commonalities within energy blocks. So I'm going to take you through a quick run through of your chakra system. If you know already like where you're blocked from the quiz, you can put it in the chat and I'll go into that and I'll channel for you, or you can just put in like, the word block and I'll do some channeling for you. So I'll just run through the system. Also, I want to share some of the results from the quiz. So if I could just pull up the results really quickly. What's interesting is the things I see in my practice are kind of reflective of what the quiz is telling me. There are some big surprises for me, as well as how many people I see a 45.5% with this one chakra that's blocked, which is like kind of blowing my mind, honestly. So let's talk about chakras for a second. So first of all, we are all energetic beings. We have a physical body. We have an energetic body. Our energy bodies, the 7 main chakras and our 7 main endocrine glands, are in the exact same location in our bodies. Physiologically, the exact literal location, not kind of near-ish, but exactly. So that means our energy and our physiology are not separate. And that also means that we're not separate from our business success. So where we have blocks in our energy body, it can show up in our business or vice versa. If you have something that's going on in your business, it's going to show up in your energy body. So let me explain. I'm going to run through the 7 main chakras and just like give you a little bit of insights of what it means for your business as well. I have an energy block with impatience. I have created with so much ideas, some failed, some work, but this time I want to do things differently. But part of me is not trusting it'll stick. Well, that will sabotage you every time, won't it, Kamudi? So let's start at the top. I always like to start at the top. So the top is crown chakra. We can imagine like a funnel going up towards heaven. And this is like a little antenna. So if you can imagine your crown chakra reaching up towards heaven, it's plugging you in like a lamp plugging into electricity. You can have a lamp and turn it on and off, but if it's not actually plugged in, nothing's going to happen. There's nothing wrong with the lamp. It's just not plugged in. The same goes for you and your energy. If you're not actually plugged in to source, you're not going to get a lot of energy coming through. So it might look like in your business that you're giving from your own resources. Anybody here a coach, or you work with people one-to-one, if you feel depleted and exhausted after your sessions, it could be that you are giving from your own resources. So let's imagine this is your energy reserves for the day, and you, every single call you make, every single client you see, you're moving down your own reserves until there's nothing left. So then at the end of the day, you're out of it. So part of this is that you're not plugged into universal source energy. So allow that to move through your system. That's something that's an easy fix to change. Second one is third eye. So your third eye is responsible for your intuition, trusting your intuition. And also feel free to put, like, if you know the block that you have, put it down, or if it resonates with you, say, yeah, like I feel you on that, or leave a comment. I'd love to have this be, obviously conversational. And like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because the comments and the questions and people who I'm channeling for is only for subscribers today. And once you subscribe, put the word block and I'll know I'm going to do a reading for you. Okay. So third eye, intuition, insights, like innovation. Think about that, like new ways of doing things, not just following what's come before you. Then we have throat chakra. This is about speaking your truth as well as visibility. So if you've been struggling with visibility, know that there could be something also going on here in your throat chakra. Then we come down to heart chakra, center of your chest. This is giving and receiving unconditional love. It's also about boundaries. So if you find yourself over giving and not feeling well taken care of, that is a heart chakra thing. Then we go down to the solar plexus, which is about 2 inches above your navel. This is your powerhouse. This is trusting your gut instincts. In your business, you're not trusting yourself. You're second guessing yourself. You're getting stuck in your head. You're overthinking. You're like, what Kamudi had said is like, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. So you're not really trusting your instincts and what you want to do. What your will center is, what you're willing into the world to move forward. And then we have the lower belly, your sacral chakra. So sacral chakra is really linked with creativity, but I also think of the sacral chakra as like the cauldron, your little womb of creation. What do you want to birth into the world? And so if you're feeling stagnant, no good ideas, like I've kind of keep doing the same thing and I wish something would be more inspiring, sacral chakra. And then we have our precious root chakra between the legs, rooting you down, grounding you. And this is all about safety, security, money. Whee! So if you're feeling a little bit untethered, a little ungrounded, unstable, a little bit worried, like the floor is going to be ripped out from underneath you, in your business, you're kind of looking at only selling like the low ticket bargain basement discount prices, your root chakra might have something to do with that. So interestingly, do you guys want to give a guess which chakra showed up for like literally almost half? Let's see, 40, no more, 45%, almost half of the people who took the chakra quiz. You want to put a guess, what chakra do you think was the most commonly blocked based on the quiz recently? Brittany, I feel that makes sense. Got to plug in and trust that source is going to do half the work. I mean, the source could do all the work if you really want. I mean, that's an option. And you're just a medium. Yeah. Trying to listen to my intuition more. I often feel tightness or block in the throat. I struggle with knowing what to trust my gut for good or if it feels more like fear. That's a really common thing, Brittany. And root is the guess. That is the winning. That is the winner, Brittany. That is the winner. Root is the one that's 45% blocked based on the quiz. I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of surprised. What I see in my practice, primarily, especially with high achieving women, leaders, founders, CEOs, I see a couple of things show up. I see throat chakra, because there is always this next level of wanting to be visible, share your truth, opening up to like really own your gifts. I see heart. because we have a lot of overgivers, and that just is what it is, especially with women. And then I also see a fair amount of root chakra stuff going on too. So probably I'm going to make a root chakra healing for folks because it seems like we need it. So if you would like for me to channel or give you a message, put the word block in if you want to get some more insights coming at you. And I just realized I need to have lunch. So Brittany's gonna have a reading. Okay, Brittany put block in. Gold heart. Hi, Emily. This is Tracy. I took the quiz and my root chakra is blocked because of money issues. I will love a reading. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Listen, the good news about energy blocks is that you can change that. It's not a permanent fixture. It's not like you have a wart on your face and you have to have it like surgically removed and it costs $10 million. So you'll have to live with this giant wart on your face forever and eternity. Energy blocks are fluid. So how I was going through the system, you might resonate with some of the things that I mentioned. It's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not super blocked in my throat or my third eye, but I feel it here. And that's because our energy is always moving. It's always fluid. It's always changing. The coolest thing, you can change your energy like that. That is literally why I create the guided energy healings inside of Mastering Ascension, because you just press play and they do the work for you. For anybody who's not familiar with Mastering Ascension, there's like the crowd favorite reboot meditation in there, which I think it's like 10 minutes and your whole system is cleared again. And so that can help your whole system to shift. If you decide I feel blocked and it's going to stop me in my life and my business, it will. If you decide I have a block and I'm going to clear it and move through it and open back up to my alignment and get back aligned to success, that will work too. So which one are we choosing? Are we choosing to stay blocked and as a victim, or are we choosing to clear it and move forward towards our success? Let's go. And I'll be happy to channel. So let me start. Root chakra is blocked too. Yeah, listen, like almost half of the people who are taking this quiz are seeing root chakra block. And I was like, did I mess up? Did I mess this up? And I looked at the questions and I looked at the responses and I looked at the results. I'm like, yeah, no, this is it. This is it. So let me start with Brittany. Okay, so let me just I'm going to tune into your energy field and see if there's any information for you today, Brittany. Okay, so your guides are taking me to root chakra to talk about this a little bit more. What they're showing me is they're saying it's not so much of like a money block for you, it's a safety, stability, and security. And that's what is leading you to making decisions that kind of keep you a little bit untethered and ungrounded. And perhaps it's rooted in familiar patterns. We are all doing things that are familiar to us. And part of this calling in, it's like, how does it get better than this? How can I feel more safe and secure and open up to new possibilities for myself? Excuse me, there was a good shift there for you, Brittany, because there's the thing is, what's familiar can sometimes feel safe, even if it's not what we want. If you grew up in stress, if you grew up in poverty, if you grew up in trauma, that's familiar. It's not necessarily where you want to stay. And so sometimes what happens is we can self-sabotage or we can repeat those old familiar patterns to stay in that status quo of like what feels familiar. And so to help you, let's see, what is it that they want to say to help you with this? There's like a little bit of more affirming that you need to do for yourself to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel grounded. One of the practices for you, Brittany, is to literally bare feet on the earth to literally ground yourself. I know this sounds so stupid and like too easy. It is too easy. And that's why it's insane that more people aren't doing it. It's literally free. Find a patch of ground, dirt, grass, whatever, not cement, but actual earth, and put the flat bottom soles of your feet onto the earth. That is literally grounding yourself. You can buy grounding mats, you can buy grounding sheets, go for it, get yourself grounded. It can literally change your life. It has been proven to reduce inflammation in the body, in the brain, to help you sleep better, to help you lose weight, to fight off cancers. Like, there are so many crazy benefits to grounding. It's insane that people aren't talking about it, but it can't be bottled and sold, so nobody can really profit for it. So it's not like you have like sexy marketing to like put your bare feet on the ground. Ooh, influencers. It's never going to happen. So here's a recommendation for you, Brittany. 100% I feel that I just did a grounding barefoot on the grass yesterday and it felt so good. Good to know to keep doing that. And it's not silly. Thank you. Make it a daily practice. It will change your life. And part of that mantra for you, Brittany, is like just to feel your own personal energetic roots as you do that. Really imagine I am safe. I'm grounded. I am safe. I'm grounded. What would you love? How would you love to feel more grounded? What other things can you do to help you feel more grounded? Because that is it for you right now. Focusing on that. Tracy, you're next. Everybody's like root chakra. Tracy, you're next. I'm being brought up to my face. I'm being brought up to my third eye for you, Tracy. I just keep hearing the instincts, like you're not trusting your instincts. So it says your root chakra is blocked, but I'm being brought to your third eye right now, Tracy. Um, who had asked about trusting your intuition? Um, who had said that? Oh, Brittany had said trying to listen to my intuition more. Where are we? Tracy. So you have these instincts. It's like your instincts. Just listen to your instincts. Your intuition is spot on. It's hearing everything. Um I feel like a spy right now. I feel like I'm hearing everything that's going on. I know all the information, but I'm not doing anything with it because it's not mine to do. So what does she need to know right now? Tracy, stop acting like your intuition and your instincts are not something to act on. In fact, every little instinct is something for you to act on. Maybe it is to put it in your journal, put a pin in it. Like, things are coming to you for a reason, so you could just stop wondering what to do with it and just listen to them and do the thing that they say. Um, I think what Brittany was saying too is like, I feel it's hard to listen. I'm trying to listen to my intuition more. And your intuition is always speaking. It's not always going to be like a huge life-changing thing. Your intuition is talking every day where you're like, I think I'm going to have a bowl of cereal. And your intuition is like, that's not going to help you feel your best and connect you to what you want. Why don't you go for something a little bit more beneficial to your health and healing journey? And you go, yeah, I'll do that. Like, we have these millions of decisions and micro decisions and all that kind of going on all the time. Our brain is always working. So it means your intuition is always working. When you decide, I'm going to go this other route today instead of this normal route that I would go, it's always on. It doesn't have to be so complicated. But for you, Tracy, your root chakra is blocked because of money issues. You don't have to have money issues. Like, it's not a permanent scar across your face like we just talked about. Like, it's temporary. All of this is temporary. All of this is temporary. Have more fun and start trusting your intuition more. Please and thank you, Tracy. It's definitely the will center chakra for me, solar plexus. Yeah, that's right, solar plexus. channel for you on your solar plexus. Sure, Kamudi. Let's see what's going on. And folks who are new here, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can ask for a reading. If you would like a reading, just put the word block in the chat and I'll be happy to connect with you and channel. Folks who are here, if you leave some thumbs up, that makes me very, very happy. Some hearts, some thumbs up. It definitely helps. Thank you. It also tells, I think, the internet algorithms from YouTube that like what I'm doing is helpful and people like it, so that it sends more people here so that I can grow my channel and I can do more of this free content for you every single week and everybody wins. And I love seeing all these familiar faces. It's nice to see you guys week to week. So Kamudi, let's do this. What's interesting when I tune into your solar plexus, things get very quiet. I begin to feel this lineage of not having an opinion or a say or your own personal desires, but rather to just go on to get along, if that makes any sense for you. I feel like I've been trained for centuries through your ancestry where I'm being brought to just like generation after generation of generation to stop, to not have your own desires, to not have big dreams, to just sort of live based on what's acceptable and what is average and um, the word acceptable, that's it. It's like, what is acceptable by the family, by society? Um, we just kind of stay in the middle, like keep your head down. No one is getting too big. No one's too low, but you're just right in the middle, kind of just staying in the background. And and I think that's really difficult for you, Kamodi, because you're not here to do that. You're here to disrupt that status quo. You're here to like break the link in the chain of your ancestry so that you guys can have free will again. And part of your being out and sharing your voice and sharing your work is healing through that lineage of all the folks who came before you who couldn't do what you can. And so it's almost like they're lining up to like instinctively just like push you ahead. That's why. And it's almost like you're resisting that. Like there's this urge in you that wants to be out, and there's this urge in you, the old lineage part of you that's like wanting to hang back. And so there's this push and pull that's happening in your solar plexus. It's like I want to do it, but I can't do it. I want to do it, but I can't do it. And so I would focus on healing through your lineage to get that next step from your ancestors, not in spite of them, and not to like uh not to dismiss their lives or what happened to them, or like how they didn't have a choice. This is like, I have a choice. You have a choice. What would they want for you? What would they want for you? And really connect with that message so that you can be a little bit more unapologetic with your goals, your aspirations, and literally doing it. Like getting out there to do it. That's what's in your solar plexus. I hope this was helpful. Um, Wendy is next. Woo! Wendy. I'm feeling this like fluttering in my chest. I'm seeing fluttering like a butterfly in my chest. There's just this fluttering that's happening all through the heart. So, what is going on here for Wendy's heart chakra? Wendy, for you, it feels like I want to put I want to give more. I want to do more. But you're waiting for approval or validation or permission, really? You're, like, waiting for permission from everybody, like, that's okay to pursue that dream and, like, go ahead and go do it. But no one's giving you that except for you, so you need to give yourself permission. Um, it's like this fluttering of, like, "I would like to maybe do this. I don't know. Should I do it? I don't know." But I also feel like you're keeping it really quiet in yourself that, like, you're not even talking about it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like the world's best kept secret. Oh my God. Full body goosebumps. You are spot on with the push and pull. I'm going to channel my ancestors and my lineage and see what they have to show me or say. Oh, Kamudi. Oh, I'm so happy that was resonant. That was intense. The push and pull. Eesh. Every day. You it's really hard, when you're the first one of your family, whatever you're doing, if you're the first one to kind of break away from the patterning, no matter what it is, whether it's to put yourself out there and to follow your dreams and aspirations, or it is to be a conscious parent and lead in a different way, or to be an entrepreneur. No one in my family does this, or like not go to college because everybody went to college. Like whatever it is that you're disrupting in your family line. I think we all need a support group because it can feel really lonely when you're doing things and you're not sure if it's good, and people in your family are like, no, no, no. And so there can be this like wavering to push and pull. So, Wendy, are you still with us? How does that resonate with your heart and what you're wanting to do, but holding yourself back from? I'd love to hear from you. Anybody else? I've seen people kind of coming in and out of the session today. These are really fun to do. Um, Folks, I have a question. Are you all on my email list, by the way? Like, did you get here because you got my email? Or did you come here because you're subscribed and you got the email from YouTube? Can you just let me know that? And then I have another question. Or maybe it's both. Maybe you got my email and you got the app notification. Oh, it's the Mastery Ascension app notification. Hooray. I'm still on here. My business decisions that I have to make. I have received the email. Okay, great. You answered all the questions all at once. Um, Wendy, what is it that you're doing? I feel what was the fluttering of like needing permission? What is it that you're needing permission and wanting to do? I'd love to know. Maybe I can help you out through this. Um, so we got an app notification, you got the email. Was it my email or the YouTube email? Just curious. Um, trying to figure out what works, really. Folks who are just hopping on, please say hello. If you are not yet a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to ask for live reading. I'd be happy to channel for you. Put the word block and I'll tune in, see what message pops up for you. Hello, JB, whoever that is. Would you like a reading? And let me know your name. Also, did you all get an email from me or YouTube or a notification? How did you know that I was live? I'd love to hear. You got my email. Okay, cool, Tina. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And Tina or JB, if you'd like me to do a reading for you, put the word block in and I will be happy to. We can do a couple more if you'd like. Let's go. Okay, I have one more question. Have anybody on here, have you considered working with me in the past, but maybe it's been like too pricey of an investment? I think an email from YouTube. Okay, cool. I'm thinking about doing something crazy that I've never done before, and if I get enough people who wanna do it, I will do it. I'm just kinda not sure. I'm not sure. Here's the idea, and I'd love to get your feedback on it, honest like, really honest feedback. Um, the idea I had, came from a friend who does this, like, unlimited coaching package for people. The catch is you have to get the shit done from and it's on Voxer. So it's not like my typical coaching and healing. Um, the catch is you have to get the shit done from your last Voxer with me before you can ask another question. So, um, I kind of like this idea, and I would be willing to try it out for like, like 3 months at a time to see if or maybe 6 months. Maybe I'll say 6 months. Um, it would be only for a limited number of people, but it would also be a fraction of the price. Um, does that sound good to you? Like to have unlimited coaching with me over Voxer, but the catch is that you have to get the shit done to ask more questions. Uh, let me know if that would be like if that sounds enticing or not. Okay, back to readings. Tina's next. I guess the fluttering from personal dealing with my husband. I feel like I'm overthinking things. Yeah, you are overthinking things, just to confirm. Um, I don't know what you mean by personal dealing with your husband, but heart chakra is about giving and receiving unconditional love, and it's also about boundaries. But the words were about like needing permission in your business to do something else or to move forward or to grow. So that's where I would look at in your heart chakra, Wendy. So Tina, it's your turn, and then Janine, you got my email. Cool. Just not sure the question. You don't have to ask a question. I'll just tune into your energy. That's totally fine. I really like your meditations, especially the cord cut one. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've followed you for a long time. I love your weekly forecasts. Resonate so much, and I miss them. I'm not a coach or a healer. I don't feel like I'm your target market. That's okay, Brittany. You know why I stopped doing the weekly forecast, Brittany? Because people stopped paying attention to them. That's why. It takes believe it or not, it takes a lot of energy and time and resources to do the weekly forecasts. Very few people were opening that email, clicking on that email, open it in the app. So I thought, well, why am I doing this if nobody really wants it? Yes, love all your meditations. Thank you. And that's literally what makes my decisions is following what my community is saying that they want. And I personally enjoy doing the weekly forecast. I'm doing monthly forecast still. And I would love to find a way that I can do a weekly forecast that's a little bit less intensive, like time and energy intensive for me, that I can still deliver to because you're not alone, Brittany. I'll say that. For years I've done this. And if you can imagine years worth of a weekly forecast production that goes into photographing, social media, posting, emailing, sending an app notification, sharing it in like there's so many steps. I know it sounds like you don't care. I get it. There are so many steps to giving a weekly forecast. I don't mind. I like doing it. But if so few people are responding to it, it doesn't make sense. And I want to find a way that it can make sense for people because not everybody is um uh, uh uh, so Brittany, curious. Um I don't necessarily only work with coaches and healers. I also work with high achievers, women leaders, conscious leaders, CEOs, founders. Are you any of those things? High achiever? It seems like you are a woman because your name is Brittany. We're just doing a little poll here. This is just a little back and forth, getting some insights. Um, because I don't just work with, I do own multiple businesses, and there we are. That's it. You're an overachiever. You're a female. You're an entrepreneur. You're a CEO. So you are my target market. So Brittany and everybody on here, make your wish. Do you want me to bring back weekly forecasts? What would you like? What would be like, why do you like the forecast? Because maybe I can take why you like it and then make something even better that everybody would really geek out about. Let's start from there. Like, what was it that you liked so much about the forecast that you just got like the information to start the week? Was it my energy? Was it my voice? Was it the image? Because maybe I can take myself out of the equation and just share the image and say, here's your card, here's your focus for the week. I'm just spitballing here. I want to hear from you guys though. And maybe I'll send an email out to my list to say, like, what do we want? What do we want? Why do we want it? When do we want it? All right. Sorry, I got distracted. Who am I on? Tina, I'm so sorry. Tina and Janine, are you still here? Would you like a reading? Sorry for the ramble. But also, I'm not sorry because this is very helpful and insightful information from my people directly to me. And I don't have to wait for people to do a survey or, get back to me in a couple days before I can decide. I love having focus groups where I can literally ask you directly. So I really appreciate you answering. Yay, Tina. Okay, Tina, you're next. Let's do this. Okay. Tina. Oh, you got the song. This girl is on fire, Tina. So let's go. What chakra do we need to focus on for Tina? My guides just gave me one of those, like, remember Price is Right? And it's like you spin the wheel like and they went to your throat chakra. Your guides are so funny, Tina. You've got a great sense of humor, so your guides have a great sense of humor too. So let's talk about your throat chakra, Tina. Ah, it's like painful because I know what it takes to rebrand and to redo your messaging and to do these little pivots, but it's necessary right now for you, Tina. You got to do it. This little pivot is going to be really good for you because you've already sensed your messaging is like elevating. You've been really dialing in who your target audience is. You've been really listening and focusing on like what do they want, and now you just have to make the outside match that. And I'm always in that ballpark too. If it makes you feel any better, Tina, I was just looking at my YouTube channel. I was like, I need to change a few words around because it's not like I started this channel. Well, I've had the channel for a while, but in the last few months, 5 months, I've been really giving my YouTube more love. And I started talking about just conscious leaders. And I realized as I do this work, and the more I talk about being the female breadwinner, being a high achiever, being a leader, it's like it's a little broader than just one little group of people. And for you, Tina, that same kind of thing is happening. Is like you're really getting to like the meat. You're really getting to the meat of things, and it's time for you to really outwardly share that, express that. Because if somebody were to just graze upon your website or your social, like it might not be reflective of the new messaging that you already feel and know in your heart but haven't expressed. And for me personally, this has been like a 8-month process already where I already started to tap into this back in the fall, and it's just continuously evolved and it's evolving, it's evolving. I feel like, oh, I'm starting to hit my stride. And I'm not saying it's going to take you as long as it's taken me. Um, but it's time to really express yourself more. Your throat chakra is saying like, this girl is on fire. You got it. Just now you got to tell people about it. Okay. And then Janine, you're here. Thank you for sticking with me. Did anybody could, I don't know if it's like, uh, anybody here, like hear what I was talking about, that idea of like unlimited coaching on Voxer? What does that sound like to you? Yes, no, maybe so. Ooh, good question. I think what I liked about the weekly readings is the cards you would pull and the messages seemed to always resonate and relate to what I was going through and put more attention to. Yeah. as it always does, because that's just the nature of, you know, when you connect with the energy for that time, um, I'll sit with it. There's coming up for a reason, Brittany, you know, and for anybody else who's thinking about the weekly forecast, because they add a lot of value. I know they added a lot of value. That's why it was sad for me that not more people were checking it out. Um, but I would like to do something. I would like to do something genuinely. I would. Um, I'll just put it out to the universe, put it out to my guides. How does it get better than this? How can we have something really fun and engaging every week? That's a very light on me and very high impact for my customers. So I'm going to finish with Janine. Hmm. Okay. There is a bit of a blockage up here, Janine. And now here's the thing. Again, like our energy is fluid, it's always changing. I could tell you a little something about every single one of your chakras, how they're off, how they're blocked. Is there a cord? What's it saying to you? But for the purpose of this, I'm just giving you a quick message. Okay. So in your third eye, I feel like you're just shutting it down and you're just getting so into your head about things. Um, you're getting so into your head about things. Like you're making things harder than they need to be. You're making decisions harder than they need to be. Um, you just stay in your head and it's just a habit. So your guides are like, listen, it's just a habit. You can break this habit of not being so in your head all the time. Um, what they're suggesting, which take it or leave it, what they're suggesting is to have like a little rubber band on your wrist and like snap your stuff. When you start realizing that you're just like in your head going crazy, processing, thinking, like snap and just be like, what does this need me to know right now? And just get the freaking question like that, because your third eye will always be engaged and on if you activate it. Like, open up my third eye. What is it? Boom. And just like get the answer fast. You don't have to spend so much time in your head. Okay. You hit it. I am overthinking. Listen, I love that I'm always right, and I love that for my ego, but also this is what I do. This is like my specialty. This is playing a game. I'm just having fun today, right? Just talking about energy blocks and what's going on. There is so much more to knowing your system than just this. I would invite you into doing whatever feels you feel called to do. If you want to work with me privately, of course we can do that. There's the chakra meditation bundle that is $7. So you can have a meditation for every single chakra, and like boom, 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 clear it. If you join Mastery Ascension, it's literally free for 7 days. You will have access to hundreds of meditations, and every single month I make a new one for you. And I'll tell you, the one that's coming up for August is about increasing the capacity for financial wealth and abundance. So, what you are receiving right now for financial wealth and abundance, and all you root chakra people, especially when you're just getting by, we get used to this certain amount of container for our wealth and abundance. This meditation allows you to open up to your highest potential and then feel that and then attract from there. Oh, it's so juicy. So that's what's coming up in August. If you're not already a Mastery and Ascension member, you just got the meditations. Yay! I'm so glad. So make sure you do that third eye meditation. But also, like I said, if you put a rubber band on your wrist and you slap it when you start to get into overthinking, you're going to start to rewire your neurons, your neural pathways that are used to overthinking, and they're so used to and they're so good at it. You're going to interrupt them and you're going to be like, hey, knock it off. That's going to give you a chance to go, oh, I can make the decision faster, easier. What is it? Okay, got it. Boom. And then move forward. Okay. If you had fun today, thank you. I had fun. Leave some hearts. Would you please send this to a friend? Tell somebody about it. This is the best gift you can give me on a weekly basis. I love doing free stuff. If you all just tell one friend, that would go a long way. I'm not going to ask for a lot. Just tell a friend. That's it. Thank you all for being here. Tina said, my plan is to eventually have a business again and an independent oh, wait, I missed something. This resident, I own my business for nearly 20 years. I'm also massage therapist on the side. I've been reinventing myself since 2021. I'm still graduating soon with an MSW. Eventually have a business again, an independent licensed social worker for the focus on hospice and support. Great. We need more people to support veterans too. That's awesome. Excuse me. It's awesome that you're doing that. I'm happy to hear that. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.